into third place, 69.5 points, 4.5 ahead of Des Moines Lincoln. So you were right there, Jim. That was a big match as far as a trophy, and Iowa City West is in that position. Iowa City High in second place, and of course Lewis Central already winning that. Now we're at 112, and our television match is Jacob Naig and Justin Swafford. Naig, again, Emmetsburg, Armstrong, Ringstead, and Justin Swafford from Mediapolis in southeast Iowa, coached by Dan Cummings. Swafford 43-1, Naig 32-4.
And this is a rematch of last year's semifinals where Swafford won 6-4 to go into the finals, and he ended up finishing second last year. So
here's the matchups right there. And at 1A, Aaron Helmrich from North Lynn, Corey Kalina, Belle Plaine, Nick Beuter, Cedar Falls, last year's runner-up, Ryan Osgood, Mason City. Beuter had to defeat the young man that beat him in last year's finals in the first round of this tournament to get here. And so Beuter back again. And here we go now. Whoa, here we go. There's the Mediapolis wrestler, Justin Swafford, waiting for Jacob Naig to get his sweats off and get out there on the mat. He's a little late coming.
Well, it's a family act in the Swafford family. His brother placed at 152. 5th or 6th here. I didn't get a chance to see which one it was, but his dad was also a state qualifier.
Someone wasn't paying attention there as far as the timing's concerned. The young Ehawk, maybe he was so relaxed, he was just kind of...
Well, just about anything could have happened.
And here we go, 2A, 112, Jacob Naig, Justin Swafford. Swafford in the green band, Naig in the red band.
Let's go, pick it up, let's go!
Swafford really has a lot of respect for Naig in this situation. He has to, I think the strategy was for Swafford to go out there and be real aggressive on the feet. He has a lot of respect for Naig from Emmetsburg in the top position, so looks like he's going to get 2 points here, so he's going to jump out to a 2-0 lead.
Swafford, like you said, a runner-up last year at 103 pounds. This year at 112. He's got a record of 43-1. His brother also placed. His older brother placed in the tournament for Mediapolis.
Use it. Let's
and
go,
Jacob Naig pinned the defending state champion Dusty Pollard from Osage, and there was a pretty hotly contested team race for a while with Osage, but that was kind of put the icing on the cake when Naig was able to pin Pollard, their defending state champion.
Well, Naig down 2-0 right now, 55 seconds left in the first period. Swafford from Mediapolis leading Naig from Emmetsburg, Armstrong, Ringstead. 2-0 and riding him hard, Jim.
Yes, he is. He really likes to go for the bar arms. He's more of a tight waist bar arm type wrestler, and you can see the other weight classes here as we're showing you.
Well, here are the 1A and 3A. 1A, Aaron Helmrich from Northland Troy Mills, coached by Chris Anderson, and Corey Kalina, the state champion Belle Plaine, coached by Bob Ulick. And in 3A, looking at Nick Beuter and Ryan Osgood. Beuter coming on top of Ryan Osgood, and it's the second period, and the score is 0-0 in that 3A match. Beuter coached by Jay Llewellyn, Cedar Falls. Osgood from Mason City, coached by Jim Cornick.
And you saw Naig from Emmetsburg working on an inside switch. Referee called stalemate there, but Swafford doing a good job from Mediapolis in the top position. He likes these bar arms here, but he's not going to have much time with only one, with the period going down here. So
here's the
green to be your choice. Green defers. Red. Green defers. Red is down.
All right, Naig's going to take the bottom position here. Here's last year's 1A returning champs, Matt Ryder from Don Bosco, Jesse Sundell, and Chris Thayer from Motorboat Arthur at 125.
Got a little action going on close to a fall here with Helmrich from North Lynn having Kalina from Belle Plaine in big-time trouble, already up 7-0 in 1A. And Kalina close to being pinned.
Justin Swafford in the top position in the large screen here. He's just working these bar arms here.
He's really tough on top.
He really is. He's got, and what's making this technique work is how tight he is around the waist. But notice how he gets out and stays on his toes, gets out to the side. And he got the bottom end call for stalling, which is pretty rare in that situation.
As Jim said earlier, this is a rematch of last year's semifinals when both were at 103 pounds.
And Naig's going into that inside switch. He didn't have much success with it in the first period. He's got a little bit better position now, but look at the right hand of on the left hip.
Isn't it?
It's still there. That's what the controlling point here.
Got a long time to hold it, though.
The guy who has his head up will win this scramble, though, Tim.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet on the shoulder. There's the head position. If Naig can get that right shoulder up, he'll get the points. And he did.
Referee Bill Rotes making a good call there.
Yeah, it was a good call. And I chastised him about some of his bad calls earlier, but we kind of give each other a hard time back and forth. But one of the better officials out there.
Both on the high school and on the NCAA, the college level. He's a veteran and a great asset to the sport.
He's one of those guys that you can get on him and you'll forget about it next day. So that's why I keep on getting on him. It's just a habit. Yeah.
In 3A, Ryan Osgood leads Nick Beuter 3-0 with a minute and a half left in the last period. Beuter, a runner-up last year as a freshman.
Don't let that pressure slide forward. Bring it straight across.
2A champions returning
Third period.
that we'll be looking at this year.
Train your choice.
Our Dusty Pollard, and we already talked about him getting beat out earlier, and then C.J. Edelson from Hudson, a champion as a freshman. Trent Goodale, who we'll have an opportunity to look at, and Josh Watts going for his third as well from Assumption.
Well, this is a situation in this match now going into the third period with a 2-2 score. I talked to Dan Cummings, the Mediapolis coach, and he didn't have they were wondering whether they were going to go ahead and take the down position. They really had a lot of respect for Naig in the top position. And there's a 1 count, but we got a good scramble going here, so looks like Swafford's going to come out in good shape here. But
and he's cut across, so he is in pretty good shape there, isn't he?
He's got to keep his head up and his hips down. His head's got to come up. You've got to keep a wrinkle in the back of your neck here. Move up the guy. Naig does a great job of powering back into him. Boy.
Oh, wow, what a turnaround in the 1A there. Wow.
So now Naig has the cradle locked up. So Swafford in a tough position here. Scores 2-2. That was an interesting situation there on the upper right-hand corner where Helmrich was up almost 11-1. There was a headlock, and then they called an illegal move. So I don't know what they're going to call, what the score will end up being.
11-6 right now. 25 seconds left. The score is on 3A. It's still 3-0 in favor of Ryan Osgood from Mason City over Nick Beuter from Cedar Falls.
Got to move up.
See, you can hear referee Bill Rolls telling Naig to move up. He's already been called for stalling, so this is that danger zone here. You're riding in the top position with a 2-2 score, and you've already been warned for stalling in the underneath position.
And no riding time.
Yeah.
That's the difference between high school and college.
Naig doing a good job of barring up now. Left arm. Swafford underneath. Now he's coming up and around. Boy, he's tough here. Calls it a potentially dangerous situation. You can see that happening.
Osgood holds on to win 3-1 over Beuter. Osgood, Mason City's state champion now over Beuter. 2 years in a row, state runner-up for Cedar Falls.
Scramble situation here, roll through type attempt. 15 seconds left in the period. Naig coming back. He's going to get 2 points off of that. You can see the angle of the shoulders. Boy, what a way to win the state title.
And wow.
Getting back points with 15 seconds left. We're in the top position.
Wow.
Jacob Naig.
Within about 20 seconds, 2 wrestlers get their second runner-up finish as sophomores, and Jacob Naig gets revenge for last year's semifinal loss that kept him out of the finals.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been thinking about this match all year, so great battle.
Great battle, great wrestling, and now at 1A, there's finishing up a match here where Helmrich from North Lynn beats Kalina from Belle Plaine 14-6. So the champions are Helmrich, Naig, and Osgood.
You know,
Let's go to awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct
112 pounds, 2 unbeaten wrestlers, 38-0 records. Aaron Helmrich of North Lynn Troy Mills, decision Corey Kalina of Belle Plaine, 14-6. Helmrich, the champion, piled up 10 near-fall points in the first 2 periods and went on to win 14-6. Joe?
Go ahead. 12 pounds, it was a rematch of the district finals. Nick Beuter, a sophomore from Cedar Falls, going up against Ryan Osgood of Mason City, both place winners from last year. 3 points were scored by Osgood in the second period. Beuter got an escape in the third period. The final, 3-1, Ryan Osgood. He's your 3A 112-pound champion.
Thank you, Joe.
good program being developed there at Des Moines Lincoln. Starting to develop a little bit of a tradition.
Of North Lynn Troy Mills.
Let's go to the awards.
Sixth place, Doug Bloss, Don Bosco, Gilbertville. Fifth place, Travis Stengel, Norris Springs, Rock Falls. Fourth place, Andy Norton, Clarksville. Third place, Justin Bolke, Kingsley Pearson. Runner-up, Corey Kalina, Belle Plaine. And the 112-pound 1A champion from North Lynn, Troy Mills, Aaron Helmrich.
Well, Tim, in Class AA, you saw C.J. Edelson decision Brady Dolan 15-4. Edelson is a 16-year-old sophomore. He was champion, as you said, at 112 last year. He piled up 5 points, a takedown and near fall in the first period, added 7 more in the second, and went on 15-4 to decision Bradley Dolan. C.J. Edelson, the champion from Hudson, at 112 in AA.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you. Let's go back to the awards.
Presenting the Class 2A 112-pound awards, Coach Bob Kenny of Emmitsburg Armstrong Ringstead. Sixth place, Dustin Snodgrass, Mount Vernon. Fifth place, Andre Avila, Assumption Davenport. Fourth place, Mosa Fay, Anamosa. Third place, Brad Gregory, Glenwood. Runner-up, Justin Swafford, Mediapolis. And the Class 2A 112-pound state champion from Emmitsburg Armstrong Ringstead, Jacob Naig.
All right, in Class 3 at 119 pounds. Oh, okay.
Let's go Joe Gibbons.
All right, in Class 3 at 119 pounds, it was Gabe Rostermund of Council Bluffs Lewis Central, a finalist last year up against Travis Snover, a Des Moines Lincoln junior. Most of the points were scored in the first period as Rostermund got a takedown and a near fall, and he held on till the end, winning by a final score of 7-3. So he's going to be your state champion this year at 3A, 119 pounds.
And back to the awards for 3A.
Presenting the Class 3A 112-pound awards, Coach Jim Cornick of Mason City. Sixth place, Kyle Blood, Cedar Rapids, Kennedy. Fifth place, Dominic Moyer, Oskaloosa. Fourth place, Sean Alexander, Ankeny. Third place, Tim Gorman, Valley, West Des Moines. Runner-up, Nick Beuter, Cedar Falls. And the 3A 112-pound state champion from Mason City, Ryan Osgood.
Joe has